Hey everyone! Happy Monday. I got it right. It's Monday, isn't it? How cool is that? Hey Darren, how are you? It's weird without you here. Why aren't you back here? Because last night I went to go to bed and I'm like, oh, I'll go say goodnight to Darren and he's not here anymore. So that's just weird. So you need to move to Tassie so that I'm not just talking to myself at night time. Evan's trying to get into the room. My cat just opened the door out of nowhere. But anyway, Happy New Year to those that haven't seen a show since the new year. Tell us what you've done since we ticked over to 2020. It's a bit weird saying that because today I was at work signing my name and doing the date and I still kept signing 2019. So I've at least evolved from signing 2018, but I'm just 12 months behind from 2020. What's everyone been up to? Now, before we I've got Andy waiting for us to have a chat to us, but before I do bring him into the room, I want you all to, if you're in Tassie especially, but if you can be in Tassie in March, we have a competition going for 2 Adam Brand tickets to, I think, I don't know what date it is, but it's in March. He's playing at Kempton in March, and we've got 2 free tickets to give away, and we're going to draw that later in the week, and hopefully he will be able to join us to draw that competition. So if you have a chance of being here, let us know and enter the competition. And if not, if you know someone that can be, tag them in it so they have a chance to win. Hi, Mark. Hi, Andrew. It's nice to see you guys tuning in. Thank you for joining. We might bring Andy into the room. We're going to introduce him and have a chat to him and see where he'll be for 2020 and what he's got coming up next. All right, we might welcome him in. Hi, thank you for joining.
Hey guys. Oh, thanks for having me.
We've got all our stuff working. You were so lucky because earlier you logged in and you could see me, but you couldn't hear me. How perfect for you.
Oh no, man. I was a bit of a worry. That's why I've got the headphones in. Sorry guys, it doesn't look the best, but at least I can hear.
Fine. It can't look worse than I do. So
I just got home, so I look like a bit of a dad, but it's okay. It's all super casual here.
Now, before you keep going and before we get into this, I just want to show you, people are writing. You can't see them, but we've got people logging in saying hi. So some of them, if I'm quick enough, I can pop them on the front screen so you can see. And if not, I will try and read them to you as we go. But we've got Darren, we've got Shazza saying hi.
Hey, Darren. Hey, Shazza. How you going?
Watching. Alison's watching. We've got quite a few people.
Alison, thanks for joining me, guys.
Thank you. Now, tell us a little bit. Let's go to the start of your story because, as I was saying to you earlier, there's some people that probably haven't heard of you and haven't heard your music. So tell us, how did music become part of your life?
Definitely. To be honest with you, music is just something that's always been around me. My grandmother is actually an opera singer, and she was a professional opera singer. And she's still alive now. She's like 88 now, and she still sings and stuff. So everyone in my family, my cousins, my brother, everyone like could play music or like sing or do something. So that is kind of where I got it from. Started singing very, very young, and picked up the guitar straight after that as well. But for me, I kind of early 20s, I was going really hard. I was doing studying music, and I was in some really big bands here in Sydney and working more in the corporate kind of scene, which was cool. I also sung in a rock band and a metal band, so I've kind of done a whole bunch of different styles of music along the way. But yeah, I gave it up a little bit from about 25 to 30-ish, because I just kind of got caught up in it all, I guess, and felt like I was just going around in circles and kind of lost myself a little bit. And then decided that I couldn't live without music, so I picked my guitar up and here I am now. So I'm writing and I've always been around country music. My mum has so many country records at home, and we just she'd play them for hours, and all you'd hear would be like Dolly Parton and Johnny Cash and all these really cool country albums, and that kind of stuck in my head, to be honest. So I couldn't get rid of it. So hey Pete. But yeah, I'm just I'm music is inside of me. So I started writing when I was quite young as well. And probably the last couple of years is where I've gone quite hard and really put my head down and really started working towards my dream and for what I want to do with my life. So I'm on the road now, which is cool.
That is amazing. So
Yeah.
do you listen to, because obviously, you know, coming from opera singing right through to all sorts of genres,
Yeah.
country music is your main genre that you listen to at home, or are you still listening to such a variety?
Yeah, to be honest with you, like if you went through my Spotify account, there's a lot of different artists on there, but most of the time it's country music.
Yeah.
I'm influenced. I listen to mostly country, lots of Americana as well, because I kind of cross over a little bit. So you know, like Ryan Adams and Sam Outlaw, like those real hardcore Americana bands. Montgomery Church here in Australia, who are doing really well. Love those guys.
They're great.
But yeah, they're amazing. But a whole bunch of stuff. You know, I love Johnny Cash. I love all that old country. I love what's happening in that kind of modern country. So I kind of take bits and pieces, but predominantly country I listen to, especially in the car. Come on.
Yeah.
Always country in the car.
How do you go past that in the car, really?
100%, 100%. I think I annoy a lot of people when they're in the car with me because I just whack it on. But
Look,
it's my
I'll
car.
travel in the car any day.
Yeah, cool.
In the
Easy.
car, we're fine.
Yeah, true. Love it.
So 2020, what's coming?
The 2020 is just going to be a huge year. Like I've been planning this year for about a year. So I really,
then.
yeah, it's going to be a huge one. So my previous album was released in 2018, so it's like just over a year old now. And I worked really hard on that. It was produced by Rod Motby here in Australia, who is quite well known in the Australian country music scene. He's worked with all of them, you know, Amber and Adam Brown, all of them. So he took all my songs and created this amazing album, and did pretty well here in Australia. Went to number 10 on the top 40 charts, the first single, Drowning the Whiskey, which I was really happy about. And then the other two singles charted here in Australia, which was really cool. So that was kind of last year. But moving forward now, I've actually kind of, I've been writing some new stuff and completely different kind of context, I guess. My mind's kind of shifted a little bit, and I've done some co-writing. So I spent some time with Lynn Botel, who is like, oh my God, she's amazing. She's just, she's just the most amazing human being, and she's the best songwriter you could possibly imagine, and multiple Golden Guitar winning artists, and just success. I love her. She's amazing. So yeah, so I've been co-wrote with her.
Wow.
And yeah, I know. I'm still pinching myself because of that. Yeah. And I also co-wrote with David Carter, who is from Carter and Carter.
Yes.
Yeah. So
just much royalty there. Yeah.
Yeah. So a whole bunch of Golden Guitar winning artists on this one. And I'm actually going to be, just announced today, actually, I'm going to be working with Shane Nicholson, who is, like one of my idols. Like he's an idol, to be honest with you. And when I approached him to see if he would work on this next project for me, I thought he'd say no, to be honest. But he was like, "Yes, I want to work with you." So so I'm working with Shane, and hopefully he can. Oh well, hopefully he will. He'll create something spectacular. Hopefully, looking forward to it.
How exciting! What are you?
Yeah, true.
Wow.
And I'm recording in March this year with Shane, and then down in Melbourne in April for music videos, getting all that stuff sorted. So the first single will be out in May.
Okay.
Yeah, so it seems like a long way away, but it's going to come pretty quick, let me tell you.
It's really not that far.
It's not that far. Exactly. And I'm like, I know I was saying to you off air, I'm about to hit Tamworth in 2 weeks' time, and it kind of feels like I've been, I don't know.
I'm not ready for Tamworth yet. I'm excited for Tamworth, but I'm not ready. 2 weeks is not enough.
It's not enough. I agree. I had like a week off work and off music and stuff, and I was trying to get prepared, but I'm not prepared.
No,
I've got nine shows.
No, I'm coming, but I'm not ready for it. You're in God before we're actually ready. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes that's the best way to be, I guess.
That's true.
It's a good vibe. I love Tamworth. It's just like a whole bunch of country music fans all in one place. Everybody loves the music. They're there to support other artists. It's just like the best vibe. I recommend it. Anybody that can get there, go and support, artists.
Absolutely. It's the one festival. In fact, I mean, and you're the same, I'm sure. We go to festivals all over the country, and they've all got that amazing vibe and family and friends, and it's so fun. But Tamworth is just an experience in its own. It's so different to any of those. It's just, it's so different. It's amazing. It's so it's so fun, and you don't need to sleep when you're in Tamworth. You don't need to rest. None of that happens.
I won't be. I don't think you will be either. This is a big one this time around. I think I've got 10 shows. Yeah, 10 shows.
10 shows. Are you? Oh my God.
I don't know.
So at the end, do you need someone to catch you with a?
Yeah. I'm bringing my parents this time around because they're going to be my roadies, which will be a bit of fun. So, but I've got a few other things happening. I was nominated for New Songwriter of the Year at the for that MCOS APRA Awards up there, and that's in Tamworth. So pretty excited about that. I'll be there.
You'll be there. Awesome.
I'll be there. Yeah. So
that is fantastic. I'm planning on coming to that one, so I will see you there.
I'll see you there.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, right? Definitely.
So your parents are obviously very supportive of your career and what you're doing.
Yeah, they're super supportive of my career. Like they always have been. You know, they're not the kind of parents that have been like, you need to get a 9 to 5, or you need to do this and that. No, exactly. They're like, as long as you're happy and you're following your dreams, I think it's, you can't go wrong. But yeah, very supportive. And I think, they get really excited about things as well. Like the same with my friends. And it's really cool to see, like it's an awesome feeling to have, people in your corner.
Yes,
cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
100%.
I think, for sure.
I think as much as, you see all these music industries and these people thinking, oh, you do it by themselves. If you don't have that background behind you, it's impossible to do it in Australia. It's such to be one successful person, you have a massive behind you field of people going, yes, we support you and we're going to be there for you no matter what.
For sure. And, it's funny you say that because like the country music industry here in Australia is like a big family. And yeah, like a lot of artists support other artists, like up and coming artists like myself that, get to work with these amazing people and it's a really cool thing.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Now,
sure.
I often ask when I talk to artists and some write, some don't, but when you're writing a song, what gives you those ideas? Do you sit around? Do you have a book? Do you write for ages before you sit down and write a song? How do you go about it?
That's a really, really good question, and it's I bet you everyone answers this differently. For me, it's everything I write about is past experience. Everything is about something that I've gone through or something in my life that's happened. And I usually start with lyrics and then I'll go with melody straight after that. So I'll sit down and write a bunch of ideas down. And then I'll chuck some melody onto those ideas. That's kind of how my creations come about. But when I'm working with other artists as well, I think it's a really interesting process because you get to see how they work as well. And you steal bits and pieces from them. You're like, yeah, I'm going to do that next time around. And I'm a sponge. You got to do that. So. But
you find it hard going into a writing session with another artist because you have your way and they have theirs. Do you find that hard sometimes to gel?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really had a hard songwriting session, to be honest. I think for me, I'm pretty open-minded, and I'm pretty easygoing as well. So for me, I'll kind of just take on board a lot of ideas and write them all down, but then maybe go away from that session and then tweak it and make it my own. But when like I was saying, when I'm writing with people like Lynn and David, I just kind of listen to everything they say because I know that what they're doing is pretty deep, pretty good. So
right, it's working.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, but next also 2020 I'm doing some more songwriting with a whole bunch of country artists and I'm just putting the groundwork in now. So
so are you going tour in 2020?
Yes, I am. Hopefully later in the year. So later in the year I'll be touring, so probably having quite a big launch up in Tamworth 2021, so prior to that, so like late November.
No
Yeah.
planning or anything.
I know it's good to be on top of it, you know. And like I said, I've got some great people in my corner at the moment that are really like guiding me in the right direction. And yeah, so probably around November will be a bigger national tour leading into that Tenworth
Cool.
2021, and I'm in the talkings at the moment to having an album or an EP launch, but with another couple of really big artists. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's
so,
cool. Are you
yeah,
coming back?
but
Is Tassie on the list?
100% Tassie is on one.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, definitely. I've charted in Tassie, and every song that I've released is charted in Tassie. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, guys, for listening to it and supporting me. But yeah, my auntie lives down in Tasmania, so I've got somewhere to stay, and she's like, get down here.
You have got plenty of people down here. We will definitely help you down here. I'm sure we can get behind you and figure that out. But you have to. It's a different place, but bring sunscreen, because I have had people here all week and the week before that actually down here for music and things, and they've all got sunburned, and they don't understand until they get here that Tassie is actually quite hot.
Yeah, good
Bring
advice. I haven't been for a very long time. I went when I was a kid with with my family. Yeah, and I remember it's just the most beautiful place. So like, yeah,
we keep it a secret, but it's the best state. It really is. It's the best state. We don't tell everyone. We keep it a secret because
I don't want to argue. I don't want to argue with you there, but I kind of tend to agree. And a lot of people are moving. I know a lot of Sydney-siders are moving down there.
Yeah, they are, because it is just something you can go 10 minutes, you're in the city, half an hour you're at the beach, and another half an hour the other direction, you're in the mountains. What, in the country, in the mountains, what more could you want? Darren said he never got burnt. Darren, you're from Victoria, and he went home yesterday. He came down for the week, first time to Tassie, and I'm pretty sure he well and truly saw the state in. We wore him out at the gorge, from what I hear. But
good job.
Everyone else that's been down has been burnt in the last couple of weeks.
It's funny. It's funny you say that, because they say the same about New Zealand. They reckon that it's the same thing. You get burnt really easily.
It is, and it's so similar. I've been to New Zealand, and it didn't actually feel like I'd left my home.
I'll bring extra sunscreen, because I'm pretty pale, so I'll bring heaps of sunscreen.
I normally am, but at the moment I'm brown because it's been quite warm.
Yeah,
actually,
it's been warm up here.
There's the helicopter over now. We've got fires not that far from here, and the helicopter I can hear it flying over.
Yeah, right.
That's what that is. We've had some fires just down the road, so.
There's not too good at the moment, especially New South Wales is struggling.
It's bad. You guys are just having it so hard. Is it smoky?
Yeah. So I live in Sydney. It's been very, very smoky in Sydney. But my parents live on the South Coast, and I grew up on the South Coast down at Sussex Inlet, and they got absolutely smashed with the fires over the weekend. A couple of people lost their homes, and so it hasn't been good at all. We were kind of touch and go there for a moment, and but things are okay. We're the lucky ones. We have our house still, and know all our family's safe, so which is the best thing. But yeah, it's just absolutely heartbreaking for people and the wildlife, and it's terrible.
It is horrendous. It is horrible. We've been the ones that haven't been affected have been so lucky, and those that have, everyone's here. We want to get behind people and support them, because it's a long way to get. It's not over yet. There's a lot of people out there that aren't affected that are going to be. So we just need to
sure.
each other.
And I'm hoping to do some gigs to raise some money later on. So that'll be something I'll announce.
If we can get behind you anyway, you let us know, because that is just insane.
Thank you.
Thing. So okay, so tell us about you've got multiple co-writes coming. You've got Tamworth coming. You've got a tour. You've got you're going into the studio, and you're planning on releasing in May. What is your plan for that release? You're going to do some pre-orders, that sort of thing, or how is that going to work for people?
Yeah, so I'm going to do a pre-order for that. I'm going to release a single in May. Yes. And that'll be pre-ordered single. So I'll definitely keep everyone posted when that comes out. But there's a lot going into this EP, so a
Yeah.
lot of time and a lot of effort. So you'll probably see me on every street corner, every billboard, every newspaper. No, I'm getting right behind this album because I really believe in it.
Yeah.
I believe in the songs, and yeah, I'm excited.
Have
I'm
you
excited.
have you had these songs written for a while?
A couple of them I had, yes, but I actually went into some writing sessions with Lynn and David, and they pulled them apart, and we started from scratch again. So they're still the same context, but
Yes.
we've just, yeah, we've really just changed them. And oh, you know, and that kind of stems back to what you were saying before about, do you get kind of upset, or is it hard working with other people? At first, I was kind of like, oh my, you know, they're my songs, they're my heart and soul, but it makes sense, and it
Yeah.
just made a lot of sense. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
So looking
interesting.
forward to it.
You know, it's on. I've heard people say, you know, they've had it written down, they thought it was right, and then later on they've gone back and gone, that's completely wrong. But they've still picked it apart and pulled parts of it, and just it's only
Yeah,
little changes, but it's a completely different song from changing those things. So
for sure. And that's what I'm, you know, I'm learning, because my first album, that was just all mine. I wrote the whole thing, sad love songs, and you know, I thought I knew how to write a song until I went into the room with, you know, these amazing artists. So yeah.
scary. When you first released your first EP and things, how was it? Was that scary for you? Was it, or was it just something that, this is how I've written it and I want to put it out there? Was there a nervous side?
Yeah. There was definitely a nervous side, because I put a lot of time and a lot of effort in, and a lot of finances went into it too. So it's kind of like, you know, am I going to get any money back? So,
Yeah.
but
No.
I think the best thing for me was, like, when I finished it, and I got to work with Rod, who just is amazing. He's just the best guy too. He's an awesome guy. Love him. He yeah, just gave me this like really great confidence in what I was doing, and just to have it finished, and just to be able to go, this is something that I've created and now put out in the world, and it's going to be there forever
Forever.
now, you know, which is really cool. So that's the main goal. That was the main goal for me. And
Yeah.
then the other bits of success kind of came along with that, small success, which has been really cool. But yeah.
Do you feel that this next lot of releases is a big change from your first? Do you feel there's a big difference?
A little bit, yeah. I think I've kind of the sounds changed a little bit. So anybody that knows Shane Nicholson's work, he's a little bit more indie country.
Yes.
You know, it's a little bit more alternate.
Yeah.
My previous album was a little bit more modern country. So it's a mixture of both. This new one, it'll definitely, yeah.
That's exciting. I like the change. I like to see how people change and grow
Yeah,
over their career. Which, I mean,
100%.
it's really funny because you can get an artist that had 5 or even 10 albums, and you can go back to their first one and listen to their latest one, and I love comparing that sound. It's just
Yeah.
an interesting combination of how they've grown as an artist and how the industry has changed as well. It's not just the artist; it's about how the sound has changed over the years. So it's
I 100% agree. That's yeah, for sure. And I think it's kind of a testament of the growth.
yes,
And you know, it's a really cool thing for an artist to kind of look back at themselves and go, this is how I've evolved
yes,
as an artist. And that's what it is at the end of the day. It's the art, you know, it's
yeah,
art for us.
it is.
And yeah, and everybody wants to be able to express that art. And for us as musicians, that's our art. So it's kind of cool.
Absolutely. 100%. So I'm listening to you, and I'm really looking forward to you. And I hope you'd be willing to come back in even 6
Yeah.
months. And we can see you and see how you feel as an artist and what's changed for you. Because I think this year is going to be massive. 2020 is going to be a big year for a lot of people.
It is. It's going to be a huge one, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I just want to get out there. Yeah, I want to get out there, and I want to work, and I want people to hear my music.
Absolutely, I can't wait. So tell us,
you.
where can we find your music now? If we want to get your music, where can we find it?
Yeah, so I'm available on all the streaming platforms out there. So Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, blah, 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 all of those ones. So you can jump on there, whatever you guys use. Plus my website, www.andypenkow.com. All the links are on there for the hard copies, because some people still like to have a CD in their hand.
I'm one of those, absolutely.
Yeah, so am I, to be honest. I'm a bit old school like that. And I've actually been buying a lot of vinyl at the moment because, I've got to, for sure. And I would love to do this next project in vinyl. That's my goal. So yeah, but yeah, it's available.
So exciting.
Available on all. Yeah, definitely. But it is available on all those streaming platforms. So have a listen. Let me know what you think, guys. I love getting feedback.
Absolutely. And the other thing is, people can follow you on the social media. They can jump over and like your Facebook page and follow you there, because I'm very sure that you would put a lot of updates for everyone of new music coming and shows where they can come and see you.
Yes,
as well. I do. Where's your next shows after Tamworth? Have you got any shows around you that are booked in between?
Yeah, I do. So February, I actually, I'm a member of a country music club here in Sydney. So I've got a lot of shows with those guys coming up in February, but they'll all be up on the website. And then a whole bunch of kind of shows here in Sydney. So I play a lot of little kind of wine bars and a lot of small kind of venues, because I like intimate shows. I think it's nice to be face to face with people and you get to have a chat with them. So they're all on my website. I can't remember them all off the top of my head.
That's all right. Do you find those small shows that, especially in Sydney and in the cities themselves, do you find that they are quite welcoming to the country music genre? I guess to me, country music is such a broad genre, but to a lot of people it's not. So do you find they're quite welcoming to that?
Yeah, I think some are, definitely. Not all of them, not all venues here in Sydney, unfortunately. But, there's some really cool venues popping up, especially inner west, Marrickville and Newtown. People are so open-minded to any kind of genre of music around there. I do an open mic night every now and again, and just because it's fun. And it's in... Yeah, people are like, what?
Listen.
Exactly, but this one is like it's in Newtown, and you get like country artists, you get like these people reading like this amazing poetry, and then like pop artists, and it's just a really cool mixed bag of artists in one room, which is really sweet. But the further out you go, kind of more west out of Sydney, you get a bit more more country music fans and more people that listen to the genre. I perform at Rudy Hill a fair bit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a big one out there. So yeah,
that is great. Yeah, you're doing such a lot. I think 2020. I cannot wait to see where it comes for you. Actually, so
thank you. I appreciate that.
It'll be so good. So, do you have any merchandise at the moment that people can buy?
Not at the moment. No, I'm actually working on that at the moment. So I wanted to have some stuff ready for Tamworth, but it's not looking that way, unfortunately. But I'll definitely have hard copies there available, and I'll come and sign them for you if you want, and come and have a chat with me.
I think we need to do while I'm in Tamworth. We need to have a chat and see where you're at, and
let's do it.
A beer or three,
I'm going to be happy because it gets so hot up there.
It's so hot. I know. I used to always think, it's not that hot until the first year I went to Tamworth, and I learned exactly why people had ice in their drinks.
Yeah, ice in the beer. Yeah, exactly.
I know that. I saw someone walk away with ice in their beer, and I'm like, who does that? There's something wrong with that person. And I got a beer, walked to my table, thought, it's warm. And I realised then that person was not so silly.
Pretty smart.
That's smart, yes.
Exactly.
Stubby holders.
Yeah, all right, we'll get onto that. Get onto those. Yeah, I think a good stubby holder, I'll keep a few people happy with them. Definitely.
I agree. Absolutely. There's so much stuff that you can do that everyone just needs at the time. Hats are great.
Yeah, hats. I'm gonna do. I've got some singlets on the go at the moment. So yeah, some trucky singlets. I think they look pretty cool too. So
they do absolutely. Well, I have already taken up half an hour of your time. I'm very sorry. It goes so.
No, thank you so much for having me. I really do appreciate that.
We love it. So Guys, I know that the time goes so quick and you don't always, not always watching live and you always watch after the show. But if you have any questions, please send them through, because I'm sure with Andy we can send them through, or I'll ask them again in Tamworth if you want to send them through. But
please do. Yeah, and I'd love to see you, all you guys up in Tamworth, definitely.
Absolutely. I'm sure if you're around, don't be shy. Come and say hi to Andy and catch one of his gigs. Are you in the Tamworth Guide? Are you? I have got the Tamworth Guide, but I haven't read it yet. So
yeah, I'm in the guide. Yep.
The guide. So look him up in the guide if you've already got it, because mine arrived New Year's Eve or something like that. That was never going to happen. I was not going to read it then.
No. Yeah, especially because it was your birthday.
Yeah, no. I got the mail in and I was really excited, and then I thought, I don't know why I'm excited, because I don't have time to read it. It's so thick.
It is thick, and it is just, it's a nice thing for us artists, because you're like, oh look, there I am, I'm here. I made it, kind of.
Come and see me.
Yeah, but I've got, like I said, I've got a few shows up there this year. So come and see me. I'm obviously on the Toyota fan zone, that stage on the Saturday, I think the 25th. I've got a really good spot, so come down to see me. I think it's 240. I can't remember the other ones, but
no, come along, check the guide, everyone, because it is. If you haven't got the guide, get it, because it is worth
100%.
Everything. It's so handy. I wouldn't be able to do Tamworth without it.
I totally agree, and I've got the app on my phone as well, which was like, I think it was $3, but it was worth the money, because yeah, a lot of friends, a lot of fellow artists that I'm like, I've got to come and see you. I have to come and see you in between shows. So, and that's the best thing about Tamworth too. You get to see your friends and other artists perform, which I love. So.
Go all year without catching up with everyone, because everyone's out doing their own shows all around the country, and then Tamworth, all of a sudden we're in the same town at the same time. Yeah. Well, you go from gig to, oh my god, I need to go and have a drink, to another gig
to another drink. Yeah, definitely.
Another drink. That's it.
100%. Love it. Well, I'll definitely see you up there.
That would be great. I cannot wait. But guys, we are going to end it there for you. If you have any questions, please send them through. And don't forget to enter our competition. We have an Adam Brown competition going on at the moment for some tickets in Tassie. So
I heard that's outstanding.
That is great. So if you can get there, enter the comp, because why pay when you can win the 2 tickets? That's what I think. I might enter myself.
Can I enter?
Yeah, go for it. You can enter. We'll see whose name is drawn out of the hat. That'd be awkward if I draw my own name, but it's out of the hat.
Exactly. That's awesome.
Thank you so much for joining us. And guys, we'll be planning on having an extra show on the 9th, which is only a couple of days away. So that's when we're going to join the competition. And with a bit of luck, Adam might join us to draw those tickets. So join us again on the 9th, and we will see you soon. Have a safe and happy week. Thank you so much, Andy.
Thank you, guys. Cheers, guys.